The Selkie by Anatomical Snuffbox. It began on a day, cold and blustery, when Duncan Campbell's boat came in from the sea, with a naked girl bound and shivering at his feet. "I've caught me a seal wife," he announced, and we all knew the truth of it, from the sealskin slung around his shoulders, and the girl's strange, liquid eyes, dark and round in a bone-white face. Slippery as the devil she was, but catch her I did, and she'll not escape me again. And with that he strode into the nearest cottage and flung the sealskin onto the fire. That was that, then. None of us had ever seen a Selkie, but we all knew the tales. That stealing a Selkie sealskin while she was in human form bound her to you as a wife, and her only way of escape was to steal it back. But the skin was gone, and with it all hopes of return to the sea. We knew, too, why old Campbell had taken the girl. Every unwed woman between 15 and 60 had refused his suit, fearful of his violent temper and fondness for drink. But a Selkie without her skin could not, and Campbell knew it well. The rest of the tales proved just as true. The Selkie was a meek, biddable wife, dutifully cooking and cleaning, and whatever else Campbell barked at her to do. Quiet, too. Whether this was true of all Selkies, or only her husband's fury whenever she so much as glanced at another person, nobody knew, but all had seen the bruises blooming on her skin. Within a year, she'd borne a son, with his mother's dark hair and peculiar eyes. It was only then that we heard the Selkie sing, stolen snatches of wordless lullaby, spine-tingling yet soothing, drifting from the cottage when her husband was at sea. One chilly spring night, the shouting and thumps from Campbell's cottage were louder than ever, and this time a child's thin, high shrieks of pain could be heard. Abruptly, they stopped. A shout from Campbell, then silence. I was asking myself if anything could be done for the child, even if these were private affairs, when I saw Campbell leave his cottage. He was blood-soaked and carrying the babe, clearly in a terrible hurry to his boat. I waited until he had gone, and then dashed to his cottage, and with great dread pushed open the door. Of the Selkie herself there was no sign, but on the floor lay a man's corpse, red and raw, and awash with blood. With dawning horror, I saw that it had been flayed. I ran to the shore, but Campbell and the child had vanished. His boat, however, was still moored and empty. I raised my head to the sea, where 2 seals were swimming to the horizon, a small, dark pup and its ghost, pale mother. On the wind, I caught the trails of the Selkie's eerie song.